Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for penis pearls. Darby, have you heard of this thing called penis pearls?
Unfortunately, I have because of a podcast recommendation.
Okay,
today,
shout out to the Spotify podcast called Extremes. It's really, really good.
I don't trust you, ever. Just want to put that on record. This is related to what we're talking about. But you recommended it, and I took a while to listen, and I binged almost the entire series in 2 days.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
So good. It's just about, each episode is something different. There's one episode about this guy who briefly dated Demi Moore, and he had like 15 minutes of extreme fame, like paparazzi, all that. So in the end, the interviewer's like, I'm going to read some wild headlines about you. Tell me what you think of them now, 10 years after the fact. And he says, so-and-so has a pearl in his penis. And the guy's like, he's Australian, so Jennifer Lopez, he's like, I do. I actually have 2. Well, I had 2, but I lost one.
Oh,
and
no. I lost a penis
I lost my penis pearl.
Partners. That's Lydia. I'm sorry.
Penis pearls are a thing, and they describe it on the podcast. Go listen to it. They're not a sponsor, but if...
Please don't describe it.
Trigger warning, penis pearls.
Yeah, that's it. Not sponsored. We are not sponsored by penis pearls.
Crazy to me. You know what's crazy to me?
The beauty of it.
So allegedly, it is for like, you know how some condoms are ribbed for her pleasure? It's supposed to be like an added pleasure for a woman to hit the G-spot. The G-spot. Allegedly, that's why men do it. But at what cost, I ask?
At what cost, indeed. Listen to the podcast because Alexis and I, we had very different...
I heard it a little bit differently than she did.
You heard it with a very horny tone, and I heard it...
Well, I heard of it as like yoga enlightened...
And I heard it as bullshit. So I want to know...
That's a very divisive. But the rest of the series is so good. And
listen to the Munchausen by proxy one.
Yeah.
And the My Dad's a Serial Killer.
See, I like all the fun ones. I like the one where she dates the arms dealer.
What's not fun about that? I said My Dad's a Serial Killer, Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah. We're not sponsored.
The Hollywood Sign. The Hollywood Sign.
Oh, I'm listening to that one right now.
It's kind of funny. I liked it. It's
straight
energy.
The guy who mailed himself in a box from London to Australia. That one's really fun. Did you listen to that one?
Yes, I did. No,
there's another one.
That is a thing. That happened.
Well, there's another guy who tried to mail himself from Australia to London. No, he didn't die. They, lost his luggage, but he was in the luggage. So he spent, so much more time. And he didn't do it the way this guy did it. It's My Favorite Murder.
I listened to that. My Favorite Murder. Also not sponsored.
But please go listen to them.
Yeah, we love them.
They put us on their Instagram.
Okay, Podcast Corner. I'm sorry. We keep doing that every episode. I apologize. It's just what we do.
Wait. That sounds like a podcast recommendation. Maybe we should have a theme song for that.
Okay.
Podcast recommendation. This has been podcast recommendations from IMHO. So welcome to episode 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, season 14. This is the ball challenge. There's not one, but two.
Which is the amount that God did intend. Have you ever met someone with one testicle?
I dated someone with one testicle.
Oh yeah, because it twisted.
No. Not that one.
They grew together?
No,
oh, that's where people fall.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I think I've told this story before.
His name was Phil, but which is ironic because when we were teabagging, it couldn't fill it because there was only one. Don't put that in.
He's okay though, right?
Yeah, he's fine. He's dating someone else.
No more cancer is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
One of my brother's friends growing up had 3 testicles for a while, and he didn't know why.
Was it twins that didn't come apart?
Yeah, because that's what happens. So a lot of people don't know this, that if you have an extra testicle...
It's a twin that didn't fully metastasize or whatever.
But they don't want to leave you, so they stay so cozy and warm. No, but turns out, it was his intestine. His intestine.
Was it a testicle?
That was solid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all those involved. That was really good. So he goes to the doctor. The doctor's like, oh yeah, that's your intestine. And then of course he goes, an intesticle, and they all laugh. And, no, I'm kidding. He was an idiot. He definitely wouldn't have understood. Do you know how the doctor fixed it? You're gonna die.
Oh, I'm scared.
Hold on to yourself. Took his finger to the scrotum and went, and shoved it back in.
And that worked?
Yeah. Does that not sound like one of the most painful things in the world?
The human body.
Okay, we started this episode with penis pearl. You brought this up yourself.
You know what? If it ever came back down, he should call me, because if I date him, then it's like I date it. It fills in for the other one.
So that's how you find the right partner. It's about how many testicles have you had, how many are you looking for?
Because you got to go out on an even number.
I hooked up with a guy once who was definitely into steroids and all of that. Like, it was very...
Roids?
Yeah. Like, he was like... that. You know? So anyway.
Drag performer name. Royd Ray.
Welcome to the stage. Royd Ray. Yeah, I love that, but Royd's the first name. Hey, Ray. Actually, my name's Royd. I love that, Royd. And spell it R-O-Y-D. Because, you know, it shrinks the testicles. And I remember we were hooking up. And
interesting.
It was honestly like, have you ever heard of Princess and the Pea?
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
We should do this.
We have 2 balls, so we gotta get going.
We have 2 balls.
So we lost, unfortunately, diabetes. So sad.
Yes.
And we have to live with that pain for a good 10 minutes, which was worth it. Like,
right.
we really went through it. So the cast meets each other.
Then we get the meat.
Can I say, LOL, did you notice? They come into the workroom, and, you know, they all have to, while fully in drag, go over to the mirror, read the message, have a discussion. Maddie walked in the workroom, immediately took her clothes off. Like, she did not follow directions.
I'm not mad at Maddie for that.
No, but it's just funny that, like, the producers are like, come on over, ladies. And she's like, hang on, I gotta take this dress off.
Can I have a moment of in defense of Maddie?
Well, I think this entire... what do we call this? Has been in defense of Maddie.
Well, I want to say this. I've seen a few people commenting on wearing flats on the runway. And here's what I have to say. Because she had a TikTok. Remember I said I want to know how that outfit worked?
Yeah, I put it in our episode.
Oh, yes.
You don't watch it.
I didn't watch that part yet. She explained how she did it, and I think that the goal was to be crouching low enough that the hem hit the floor so you wouldn't see the flats. I think that was the goal, so you wouldn't see that they were flats, but it didn't work out like that.
I think, okay. Gosh, we are very Maddie focused. I'm sorry. It's just you know, like when you see
a dog walking on its front legs and peeing,
or when you see a teacher at the mall. The camp thing is there. I think it's a level of detail that I think the kind of laid back country straight boy is just not aware of as of yet.
Yeah.
But they can learn. Tractors, you're not born knowing how to drive a tractor. I mean, I'm sure some people have been, but they didn't live very long.
No.
Tractor accidents.
We do get another brief cameo of Alicia Keys in the mirror again.
Which was clearly filmed the first time they stuck her in the mirror, because we never get a shot of... Because no one reacted
them
like,
together.
Alicia Keys in the mirror. Instead, they were like, oh, the mirror's alive again. Unless they really do think that she's like the mirror Clippy, and that they just think she's going to be there all season.
The mirror Clippy.
Do you need help? I'm Alicia Keys.
I love that.
I need help.
They all meet each other. There's the moment of whatever. It's cute. It's cute. It's
cornbread
fun.
Is cornbread.
Cornbread is a star.
It's a star immediately. Well, I guess we do. We cut to the next day when we get this moment, but we do get because we did say, we get to see the trans women and the straight man come together and get that reaction. Yeah. Of course, it was fantastic because Cornbread was in charge. You know, like Cornbread's like, tell me about that. You have a partner, you have a girlfriend? Oh, cool. And then Carrie's like, wait, are you straight? And then
everyone's like, girl, where have you been?
It was just so fun and so nonchalant, and I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. We do get, Rue comes in, we get the clarification on what this chocolate thing is going to be. Because I was confused. I didn't know what it was, and then when I watched it, everyone gets a chocolate bar. They each get to sign their chocolate bar. One of them is gold.
Golden ticket.
Golden ticket vibes.
Willy Wonka crazy vibes, like you said.
I loved, as a child, slowly opening up the chocolate bar to see if there was a golden ticket in there.
Same.
It was a moment of acting.
Acting is reacting, and in some cases, it's chocolate-based. It's weird. I wish there was a little more...
Oh, no, it's exciting to me, although...
It's a chocolate bar.
Well, whatever. I like that because I don't watch Survivor, but do you?
I have in the past.
Because there's an element of, oh no, wait, it's not over.
Yes, no, I agree with you, and I will make...
At the end of the episodes, it's fun.
Yes.
But hearing it is weird.
Yeah. It's not the concept, it's the chocolate bar that I have a problem with.
What's her new chocolate?
It doesn't make sense. No, I know, but they put, like, if you put chocolate in your bra, it's gonna melt. The idea, it's just impractical. Like, I wish it was draggier. I wish they all had, like, a locket. I don't know, something that was just more draggy. Or they each
get to draw a straw,
and it was like
and at the end of each episode, they put the straws together, and it was the shortest one.
They get to do Coke. No, but like a locket that says like, no, for real, sashay away. Or JK Shantae.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, rhymed. I did love Survivor the first few seasons. And I was still in high school, so I
haven't gotten into it yet.
I was very
I'm
into
saving
church.
it for marriage.
It's fun. It's fun.
My brother-in-law, he loves it and he's auditioned a bunch. But he won't do it because I guess you have to sign away your... anything you create in the terms of the contract. Yeah. And he makes video games, so he don't want to do that.
Right. I would never, because making video games is my passion.
Well,
actually,
Mark, him a lot of... Mark, we love you.
Boy.
You're
we love you and your sack, boy.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with season 2 was Australia, and
Australia.
Uh-huh. And the winner was a white, blonde, Christian suburban mom. That's what I wanted to be when I grew up. So we drove from Memphis to Nashville.
To Australia?
To Australia. Someone's got to feed her! No, we drove from Memphis to Nashville because she was going to be in Nashville doing a book signing of her devotional, like Christian devotional. It was like meeting Jesus. Oh my God, you're everything I want to be.
Well, Jesus was blonde and white and suburban.
I've seen that bumper sticker. I don't still have the devotional. It did catch on fire when I brought it, to my den of iniquity, but... So they do trauma talk, and we get a couple big moments of trauma.
Yeah. Well, first of all, Maddie has a girlfriend, so that's traumatic.
So traumatic for a lot of people.
No. It's cute, and she's Maddie's biggest fan.
I hope so. Can you imagine? Okay, well, no, I know you can't, but as someone with a partner, can you imagine, like, your partner being like, I'm one of your fans. There's some people that seem more into you than me. Like, how devastating.
Is Curtis your biggest fan?
Yeah.
Oh.
Right? No, it's Paula. Fuck. God damn it.
Sewing is traumatic for some people.
Ooh, brave. Can I say this? Let's say it. It's time. We're at season 14. Can we let go of the whole, how do you get to Drag Race without learning to sew? People get through it, okay? And then when you get off the show, people are begging to make clothes for you. No one learns to sew, goes on Drag Race, and then starts their own fashion line. That's not real. If anything, you learn to sew, you go on Drag Race, and then you release a single for some reason.
You should learn the basics. You should learn the basics, I think.
Maybe learn how to operate a sewing machine. But I think saying, like, learn how to sew an outfit, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, because when we get to some of these girls that know how to sew outfits, I don't know. I think one of them shouldn't know how to sew.
Listen, she watched her grandfather get shot in Dallas.
Who? We did have some more trauma with this Dragonfly. Wait, we didn't even bring the girls back. Daya and Orion's story are back, baby. And they are in the competition.
We gave it the attention it deserved, let's be honest.
No, I'm excited they're back.
No, I'm thrilled they're back. But it was brought back with such little fanfare. There was no explanation given. That, to me, is frustrating as a viewer. At the very least, Rue, I'm talking to you. Do another line and listen up. I wanted her to be like, fuck y'all, I'm bringing them back. Instead of just, and they're back. Okay, there's no explanation there. And if you don't want to explain yourself, fine. Then make it a bit, Maybe that's just me. I need to stop.
I think you saw it the way you listened to that podcast.
Anyway, but glad they're back.
I'm glad they're back. Especially because we get this dragonfly moment where Daya Betty picks up the dragon. Why is there a dragonfly in the studio, by the way? But it's in there.
I don't know if you know this. This is an insider tip. This might need to be Patron only. Those walls aren't real walls, and there's only 3 of them. The ceiling, not a ceiling. That is a fake room inside a studio.
What?
The dragonfly was in there because there's a glitch in the
cervix. Because it's a drag show, and it's a dragonfly.
So it was a housefly that got in drag.
And then it died. And then it died.
Yeah.
And then it died. Betty. Cornbread said, I'll give you $1,000 if you eat it. Because remember, Cornbread won $5,000 last time.
Yeah.
And then she did. She said, I eat ass. Of course I can eat a dragonfly.
Which honestly, I did have to take a moment and pause there. Hearing her say that was very sexy to me.
Did you go pull the patch?
Which patch? And she said it tasted like grass. Yeah, I could do, for $1,000, if I gave you a bug right now.
From ass to grass.
If I gave you a bug.
For $1,000? Yeah.
Right?
If the bug is still alive, probably not. And if the bug has a stinger.
Disagree.
And if the bug is like a scorpion.
$2,000 for a sort of a live wasp.
PETA's gonna come after you. And you're already on thin ice for wearing this.
I will have you know that this was going to die in 10 years anyway. If it was like it was a half dead wasp, okay? Like, let's say a child stepped on it, but children are dumb and they miss.
I'm not eating a wasp stinger.
It's half dead.
I'm gonna sting myself.
For $2,000.
No.
It is a moment in time. It is a flicker.
You're gonna get stung in your vocal cords.
No, that's not how it works. I'd make sure, okay, this is something we can do. I would make sure that I chewed it with one of my dead teeth. So I wouldn't feel the stinger. We can do it.
You got $2,000?
Plenty of options.
And then we get this sweet, sweet moment with Willow Pill and Cornbread, where we learn more about Willow's situation, and her fingers are really cold.
Yeah, because she says the crystals form in the fingers, so it feels like being in really cold weather all the time.
Yeah.
God bless her heart.
And that's so fucked up because you kind of have to, like...
use your fingers.
But I love what Cornbread said. She was like, I talked to Willow, so I know, but she's not a complainer, so all these other girls don't know. And it was a beautiful moment between, I think, my two faves. Love to see those two as a good example of why everyone should be unafraid to ask for help and ready to offer it. There was a really funny moment with Lady Camden and Angeria, and I'm loving Lady Camden. I wasn't prepared to because of my personal jealousies.
I knew you would.
But I really liked her this episode.
Loving, adoring, and Angeria, she's just so fucking charming. Just the fact that Lady Camden is so blown away by her southern accent.
That's so funny because usually everyone's obsessed with British accents.
Right, and instead
in my case, Jennifer Lopez's accent. And
I love Let's Get Loud. It's been a year since Let's Get Loud has become an IMHO Step Leaps. Roll the clip. Let's get loud!
We do hear about Orion's mom, which is really sad and touching.
So sad. I'm glad we're having that conversation. I'm so happy that it's something she's able to talk about. And I thank you for talking about it. I'm sure it was difficult.
Yeah. And then we lastly get Carrie and Cornbread kind of talking about their upbringings. And Cornbread has she has to step out of the workroom, which is, understandable.
Just seeing the two girls support each other.
We covered a lot of ground. Yeah. Beautiful.
There's a lot of trauma talk.
Especially for an episode where we have, what's 3 times?
34.
Let's get into these looks then. First off, RuPaul. Cute. I loved it. I loved it. Super cute. Special guest star Christine Chu. Now, did you watch Bling Empire?
I watched the first couple episodes.
Okay.
It wasn't for me, because I'm going through a reality TV dry spell right now.
Yeah, okay.
It was right around the time I abandoned my housewives.
It's not a dry spell. It's just your
reading books.
What is that called when you, bank a bunch of episodes?
Binge.
You're banking them for one day when the time is right, you'll binge them all.
But I am keeping up with the drama on Twitter.
Yeah. I think Christine looks beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, stunning.
And if you haven't watched Bling Empire, I think we're getting a season 2. I really enjoyed season 1.
No, I do follow Hot Guy on Instagram. I'm not a complete psycho.
It's not really about him for me.
It was for me.
Well, yeah, of course he's hot. Of course he's hot. And if he were in front of me, I would...
Don't.
Thank you. So each of the 2 episodes, they did half and half.
I loved that.
It was cool.
I thought that was so cute.
So we got 2 different balls.
We got red, white, and blue.
We got the hide and chic ball and the red, white, and blue ball. I hate red, white, and blue together.
Well, okay, so we wanted to dress in theme because we watched TV, and we wanted to prove to you that we did see it.
Yeah, so I'm doing a little animal print / blue ball.
Okay,
these are my crabs.
Of course, you do have crabs. The hair, gorge.
BobbyPins.com, thank you.
This is not sponsored. The lace It's growing out of your head.
Thank you so much.
It's growing out of your head. And there's sparkle darkle.
Yeah, there's tinsel. I'm having a tinsel moment.
I love it.
BobbyPins.com. I love his wigs, and also I get a lot of my wig making supplies from him, and they ship so fast.
Well, that would be helpful if I did my own wigs, but I'm happy to hear that my wig supplies.
But the wigs are
gorgeous.
gorgeous. The wigs are gorgeous, and the lace is quality. I think we got to move on from our small boutique to your Bobby Pins, your Webster wigs, your Wigs and Grace. I think we got to move on to them.
And Arda, always. Bobby pins, I'd love one to try. And I'll return it if you want me to. But I would just love to, like, see it. So if you want to send me one, I'll take a look. Will you buy me one?
Yeah, of course.
I decided to do leopard. I killed this. It was threatening my family. Not, like, physically, but, like, with its aura. Then I had a lot of bears. I don't have animal stuff. So I had this panda bear that is dead. Oh. And then I have, this bear is getting strangled for fashion. And then look at my phone case.
That is adorable.
Here's what I like to, this is my selling point. It fills the palm. Get it at your local boutique today. Except JB does think it's a toy, so I cannot leave it close to the ground, which is where I put my phone.
Should we get into this?
Yes.
Hide and Cheek Ball. The first one is Zebra Print Resort.
I love zebras. They're like horses, but their colors are fucked up.
Let's start with Alyssa Hunter, and she's giving like ski chalet zebra.
But also the goggles, I know they're ski, but also Hunter. She could be wearing those goggles to keep the zebra blood out of her eyes.
You know what I learned? Zebras are actually black
horses
with white stripes and not white with black stripes.
Like when you shave it, it's a black horse?
Let's talk about Bosco. Ooh, zebra with the fur, throwing it
Zebra
down.
with the fur.
With the head pieces. So here's what I want to say about Bosco.
Okay.
I'm in love.
Same.
I'm loving the aesthetics we're getting.
Same. Can I say this? Love Bosco. Obsessed. She looks gorgeous. There wasn't a single look tonight that I would have turned down. Like, I mean, I couldn't wear it. She's just too gorgeous. I feel like we're getting a lot of the same visual aesthetic with her, though. So I am curious to see, once the cast starts to pare down, I have a feeling we're going to get can we see something else? It's all very tall, slim, tight to the body, black and white, and I'm interested to see where we go from here.
Oh, fabulous.
This is just me, because I'm a psychic.
No, yeah. I hadn't
Psycho, not psychic. Sorry, I don't. My doctor. It was a bad Zoom connection.
Well, speaking of doctors, let's prescribe you some Willow Pill.
Aww,
I loved this.
Stunning.
I loved this. This is straight out of one of my favorite movies, True Beverly Hills. I thought this was gorgeous, and I loved the different colors because it was like zebra stripe gum. Remember that gum?
Yeah.
So good.
It was good for about 25 seconds, and then it was just tar.
And then you had to put another piece in, and then you have like 10 pieces in your mouth, and you were gagging.
And then you had the full zebra. We called that going full zebra.
we called that going full zebra. Absolutely, we did.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We did. We called it going full zebra. And then you chug some Mountain Dew, and you just go crazy. That's why we don't have teeth. Carrie Colby looking absolutely stunning.
The hat.
I gotta say, I love hot pink with zebra.
Same.
I think it's gorgeous.
And
the hat is adorable.
Rue did have a really good line. Oh no, she's got a case of pink leg.
We'll get to Rue in a second.
That was funny.
That was really funny. Cornbread the Snack Jeté took a little different approach with mostly
safari
ivory.
She went on safari.
Yeah, but it wasn't like full zebra, but I still loved it.
She looked great. It wasn't my favorite. I guess I wanted a little more because I'm a selfish bottom.
I loved the outfit. For me, which the hair was a little bit bigger, but I'm not mad at her.
Yeah, I almost said that, but then I thought about how angry I got when Michelle said it, and I didn't want to like turn into that. But
last time it wasn't hair. It was like the drapey.
Right.
So it's different. Orion's Story serving such a cute little... except I hate this wig, but I think it's... Wait. I hate this wig so much, but I think that's the point.
She did too much to her hair before going to school. 80s, Heathers. This look in general wasn't for me. The rest,
I thought it was
I'm going to fight really hard for her a little later on, but
I love the shoes.
I kind of got the general idea.
June Jambalaya in this gorgeous businesswoman chic.
I loved that.
Yeah, there's a really amazing picture of her on social in a private jet, and you can see her in a private jet on this. Gorgeous. Let's get into the red, white, and blue ball. Category is red, something red. Up first is Daya Betty. I did think it was funny. She was like...
Wild.
Yeah, oh, this is wild.
Wild.
It's cute.
I loved it. The initial shock of what's happening with the hair.
You know what it is? Wait, you've never seen Fifth Element, have you?
No.
Oh, we gotta watch it.
I know. It's on the list.
It's giving me a character in the Fifth Element.
Agreed.
Sorry.
Stacey McKenzie's the only character I care about in that.
Oh. Yeah. She played like
Yeah.
Yeah. She played in the
Yeah.
She was like a stewardess,
she was
flight
in the hallway.
attendant.
Remember the hallway?
Andrea Paris Van Michaels.
Gorge.
Adore.
Red Resort.
Red Resort.
That's what it was, right? Red Resort.
You're right. Because like this is so gorgeous and cute.
Yeah, and that's resort wear.
This
I would
is
wear
resort.
that. I'd wear that to go get a drink.
Love the half glove. I love
get my second drink.
Yeah, we need to make this.
I'd probably get a third drink.
I need to make this for you. Deja Sky floating down this runway. What did you think?
So there was a smooth. I'm not going to use my words correctly. I don't know what's happening.
You know what it is? You didn't take your nap today.
Yes.
You
Let me go take a nap.
Yeah. So welcome to IMHO, Just Alexis.
We lost all our subscribers.
No. I loved it. I was kind of wondering what was going on with the shoes, but overall I love it.
You know what I would love to see? I love a monochromatic. And when your category is like red, I would love to see Deja in a matching red wig with this look. That would have blown me away. But I mean, she looks gorgeous. She always does.
Yeah, maybe a different hair color would have made it more
but still,
striking.
Gorgeous.
But super
bitch.
Beautiful. Yeah. And I loved it. Jasmine Kennedy came out in this kind of vintage pinup girl bathing suit and robe, and then she brought out the lobster claws.
Mm-hmm. The movie The Lobster?
Cute. Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Sad.
Yeah, because you know lobsters scream.
Mm-hmm. When she walked out initially, I was like, okay, it's cute. I don't know that I'm totally vibing. And then she pulled out the lobster claws, and I was in. I was on board. I was ready to go to Red Lobster, get those Cheddar Bay biscuits and the other stuff they have there. I don't have any. But what did you think of the lobster claws? I love.
We're fighting because I'm crabs. That's why I'm wearing crabs. We're fighting.
What? What do you mean you're fighting?
Oh, did you not know this?
I guess I didn't.
I watched Planet Earth. The natural enemy of the crab is the lobster. They cannot be seen in the same location together.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never watched a lobster swim, but I know crabs, they go real fast. So wouldn't a crab win? Do lobsters swim? They have to swim. They're shaped insane.
I don't know, but
crabs
you know what?
walk
I've never
fast.
seen a baby squirrel. Have you ever?
No.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I know. I thought I saw one time. I walked right up to it. It was a child's toy of a rhinoceros.
Okay, I thought you were going to say it was a child. And I was like, Alexis, I know you don't like kids, but come on.
My high school gay best friend
Just had one. I know you said this last time. Stop bringing it up.
I didn't know I said it last time. Turns out its name is Evan.
It's?
Yeah.
They're not sure if it's a baby person or a baby squirrel yet.
They don't know if it's a boy or squirrel.
Imagine that gender reveal. You pop a balloon and it's either blue confetti or garbage.
Or garbage. Like baby, like dads, because they all have nuts in their mouth. If it's a squirrel. Let's move on to Gorgeous Georges. Red hot. Stunning.
Bye.
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
I love watching Gorgeous Georges on the runway.
Me too.
Ooh, they move so fierce. Lady Camden, I really loved this.
I loved it.
I loved this.
It felt like
this was like thoroughly modern Millie.
And she took, don't bring that back up again. When she took her glasses down, to me it read as, I'm going to buy the orphanage next door and I'm going to extend this resort.
I love that it was so interesting because if you just do this with your eyes, it looks like a robe and a bathing suit, but it wasn't because it was like,
yeah.
It was just so cool. Let's talk Maddie Morphosis in this jumpsuit. It's cute.
That's what I meant earlier. I think a lot of what she presents, even in the more campy stuff, is very pedestrian. I'm not blaming that on Arkansas, but I don't think her straight Arkansas culture is helping. The flair. It's the flair that's missing for me. I mean, the flair I see in the pan. I'm not insane.
Yeah.
But it's the added zhuzh. I just don't know that that's in her
Here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think we'll see some really interesting stuff post Drag Race when there's money. Because I kind of wonder if she had...
I don't know.
Because she said she made this. So I wonder if she had help from other people. I say this as someone who makes most of their own stuff, but not to the degree of like the drag designer.
This is great.
Well, this is sweet, but you're not seeing it on a runway. Like, it's a pulley system in the back. Okay, let's leopard evening wear. Oh! First up is Darby Lynn Cartwright. Alyssa Hunter looking so good. So beautiful.
Oh, I love a structure with a flowy.
Exaggerated
a structure
shoulder.
with a flowy. A structure
with the headpiece.
flowy.
Yeah.
Loved.
This was rich. Want to point out, Alaska, you know Alaska and her drag pageant?
Heard of her.
The first year she did it, her theme was everything must be leopard print. And I saw some really good leopard looks there. All these would have been in there too.
Oh, good.
And then the one that we watched, she did zebra. So I think RuPaul's stealing from Alaska.
But also, like, can we get different animals? Zebra and leopard and cheetah, like, we get that a lot. Can we get, like, giraffe?
Cuttlefish.
Cow. Ooh, someone with eczema.
Bosco.
Gorgeous. I loved this.
So
I
cute.
The bralette.
I loved the bralette and the yeah, and then the different print. I actually loved.
This general visual concept is reading very similar to what we're seeing from her. Right now, it's still dazzling, right? This dazzled me. I do wonder what else she's got.
And it's good that you're saying that because...
Oh, no.
No.
Are you about to comment that I've worn this before?
Willow Pill. This had the gals going gaga. Is it Dolce & Gabbana?
Versace.
No, I don't think it's Versace.
The monochromatic pattern.
The black on black leopard. The things. I love this hair on her. She's so beautiful.
We really got to see her fashion prowess this episode.
Yeah.
That wasn't a joke.
No, but I was thinking about later when she says, I've explored bad fashion for so long, I just landed on good fashion.
Yeah.
I love it.
She's seen the other side.
Carrie Colby, straight out of Dallas.
Spinner.
With her spinner. Fun.
She had great headwear this episode.
Yeah.
She's a goddamn star.
I wish I could wear these kind of naked heels with the big poofies on the back. It's very Carrie Bradshaw. I can't wear those.
Carrie Bradshaw?
Because she's a bad bitch.
Yeah.
Cornbread, the snack satay, looking stunning.
Again, it was a smaller kind of pattern thing. Like
her black was black on black pattern too.
Oh, I thought that was just velvet. What I loved is that it was like businesswoman evening gown. I loved it.
I love her. Orion's Story. This is where she had the little headpiece with the teeth. She was doing like...
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I say this? So Orion's Story, the first look we get from her on the runway ever is the 3 boobs. So when she came out and she did a titty reveal, she's wearing what I like to call the boa titties. They're straight out and they are touching each other. They are so in the center of your chest. So when she did a titty reveal, I thought it was the 3rd titty again. And I was like, oh, I hope she doesn't get red for having 3 tits again. That was her right titty.
That's so funny.
Is it? You yawned.
I didn't take a nap today either.
Oh.
I'm sorry. June Jambalaya. I would have loved this if she hadn't tripped so much and they hadn't showed it.
Oh. That's, I think, it stays in the storyline of, she's a younger queen.
I saw it a lot this episode.
Yeah, that was a bummer because she looked gorgeous.
Yeah. Let's go back over to the other group with evening wear. Why it gotta be white. Diabetti in this robe. Oh, I loved it.
Loved it.
Oh, I loved it.
And house robe or hotel robe or whatever. I didn't fully get it until she said it. And then I was like, oh my God, it's fucking brilliant.
It's really good. I want one.
Yeah,
I
me
want
too.
that. And I
Me
love
too.
the hair and the makeup. It's giving very...
Good.
And Jeria Paris Van Michael, stunning in this pantsuit, coat, just perfection. Perfection.
Literally nothing. You can't say anything. I
love it. Deja Sky in this white pantsuit. She loves a wide leg pantsuit, and so do I, mama. Stunning. She's giving Celine Dion, and she even got a big jewel, like the heart of the ocean.
I thought it was so cute.
It's not often you get, as a bigger girl, a wide pant leg look to where you can look so... At least I haven't found that either. So I love it.
The pants, gorgeous. When she mentioned the wide leg, like she specifically said that when she got to the end of the runway, and I was like, oh, fuck, yes.
Jasmine Kennedy, she looks like that feather duster from Beauty and the Beast.
She said her drag mom made it.
It is pretty.
It is pretty.
She's pretty.
It's not giving me white wedding.
It's giving
what is the
feather
category?
dust the wedding. Why gotta be white?
Oh.
It doesn't even look white.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty, and she's pretty.
But it's pretty.
Gorgeous. This was so fucking good.
I really don't even want to talk about it. It makes me so mad.
This was so good.
Effortless.
And the hair is beautiful. I tried to get a picture of the hair. I didn't.
Thank you for trying.
Yeah, I want to be her, please. Can I do a do-over and be her? Do you ever think about finding a genie's bottle? Or some kind of trickery where you say, I want a body like Georges, and then the genie, like, switches you. So then you wake up in Georges's body, but they wake up in yours, and then you're like, well, I don't want to do this to someone.
Yes. Also, genies, you know, if you watch the right shows, genies are like, they like to
Oh, you have to be very
specific. So you'd be like, I want Georges's body, right? I want to wake up with Georges's body. You'd wake up.
It's in your bed.
Dead body. In your bed, headless. Genies are fucked up.
Lady Camden, I loved this.
I loved this.
This was adorable with the extra wire thing.
Structure flowy. I love a structure flowy.
I love a structure flowy, and I love
notes. Darby. Structure flowy.
Okay, Darby structure flowy.
Thank you.
Paula, will you cut this out and send it to me?
Yeah, she needs to be reminded.
I loved it. I loved the hair. It was adorable. It was a little bit 80s.
Loved it.
So cute. Maddie Morphosis going for kind of an airtight, mystical look. Here's what I'm gonna say. I wish the cut of the cape was a little bit different. I think it would have been a knockout.
That's exactly
if the cape was just a little bit more fabric, a little bit flowier.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, I agree with you. Number one, funniest thing Carson Kressley's ever said: the Evel Knievel of drag. Number two, that's why. Okay, I agree. That's why I think the choice to have the cape barely touch the floor at all, if at all, that to me reads
it
as...
with your arms straight at the side, but she kept floating it out.
Even if your arms are at the side, if you're doing drag, adding that extra oomph, adding that extra flair, which is what I think that's what it is. She's unable to see flair. She's flair lexic. And had she had a little flair deficient. She's flair deficient. She needs extra flair. Without the train, it looks silly. But I think had she had a train, I think it would have looked so different.
I agree. I think there just needed to be...
I think she has the tools.
I think she just has the tools. She didn't have enough fabric. Next category is animal print bridal couture. Oh, Alyssa Hunter, this was really cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. No notes. She can make an outfit. She can make a gown.
All I was thinking was, okay, so you have to make the gown, and then that you had time to put that many details into it. It was stellar, especially for handmade.
Yeah.
Like, day of, stellar.
Alyssa Hunter is one to watch.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Bosco loved this. This is very pin-up. Betty Page. She had the mask as the bouquet.
Again, I feel like we've seen her in this 3 times now, and we're on episode 3.
Yeah. Absolutely agree.
Adore her, though. Adore, and she looks stunning.
Willow Pill looking incredible.
The tiny detail of the very fair eye covering. Like, get out of here. Get out.
Rock
stay
star.
out. Get out, stay out.
Carrie Colby, stunning.
So good.
I will say the design is a little bit basic, but she looks beautiful and she pulls it off. It doesn't... She's one that said, I don't sew.
That was something that
at least she made a gown.
When Jasmine, which by the way, Jasmine Kennedy is clearly a fan of drag, and I live for it. She is fangirling out left and right over all of these people that she gets to compete with, and it warms my heart, and I adore it. And so when she started to help her pin it, and Carrie's just being the Barbie doll in the workroom, I loved that moment.
Cornbread the Snack Jete in this snake skin moment. I love her. I didn't quite love this.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But she sold it.
The tongue made me laugh out loud.
She sold it.
The fit of it, it was odd.
The fit of it, and for me, the weird triangular hem train. Not quite train.
I didn't understand what the Betty Page bangs had to do with the snakes kind of... None of it...
You didn't know Eve had Betty Page bangs.
That's how she got added to sin.
Orion's story. This was so cute. The hair was gorgeous.
Okay, hang on. I'm warming up.
I did agree initially. I didn't need the bow in the back. And then I agreed later. I didn't need those straps. I didn't quite understand them. But honestly, if you took those two things off, this is a really great look. And really amazing how she did those bra cups from a design, like from a sewing point. That's crazy hard to do. Tell me your thoughts now.
I was warming up to go to bat for her. I disagree with everything you just said, other than the compliments. I understood the bow. I loved, like in-loved the straps. I thought that was such a fun, cute, quirky detail, because take those details away and you have a very simple, beautiful, the bra cups up close, stunning. That's store-bought. Ma'am, that is that good.
Yeah.
And I think had she not had the extra details that everyone wanted to remove, I think then we would have gotten the whole, like, it was nice and it looks like you did a lot in the bra and nowhere else. I liked it.
I'll agree with you insofar as to say, if she hadn't had those extra bits, they would have been like, this is too simple. But I do want to see it without those things. I loved when when RuPaul was like, you have a beautiful face. Do you know that? And she's like, yeah.
And she had 2 titties, and they were in the tit place. I liked that.
2 titties. June Jambalaya, in this kind of tiger print with the different colors, never moved her giant thing.
Yeah.
Did herself a disservice.
That was odd. Was she hiding a hole?
I think she was hiding. But I don't know why, because when she took it off in the lip sync, I thought it looked cute.
Yeah.
I mean, before it fell down. For our last round, we have red, white, and blue bridal couture.
Before we get into the last round, I could tell that you're about to go into something, so I wanted to stop you. I just wanted you to get frustrated.
No.
What is up with the red, white, and blue?
Hey,
what is this?
I think it's...
What, is there a Republican producer? What is happening?
Yeah, RuPaul.
You're never going to be on that show now. I don't love it. If anything...
At this point in time?
Then do red, white, and blue. That'd be funny. I don't know.
Don't do red, white, and blue. Nobody gives a fuck.
The patriotic thing is just like,
the
I don't
patriarchy.
get it.
Who's patriotic right now? If you're patriotic right now, you probably don't wear masks.
Do a state flag.
Don't do any flag at all, except for trains, of course.
Chicago's flag is really nice. Do that.
How about stop it? How about stop with the red, white, and blue? Stop with America. We've got some work. America has some work to do.
Well, not just that, but we just lost Bob Saget, and...
Well, this was filmed pre.
But they knew he wasn't in good health.
Let's get into these goddamn looks. Diabetes, now... Loved. And I loved the idea of 80s terrible bridal couture.
Diabetes, she said, oh, you sent me home, LOL, I'm coming back and I'm fucking your shit up. I loved everything she presented tonight. Loved it.
Angeria Paris Van Michaels.
She bought that. She bought that.
Wait, she made this?
Nope, you can't tell me she made this because it looks store-bought.
She looks...
Doesn't that look...
Yeah, it is really impressive.
That is impressive.
Hiccuped.
That is impressive. Was it your patriotism coming out?
I don't have any. Deja Sky, this is so impressive to have made this in such a short time.
It was fun to find out that she does make cornbread's stuff as well.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun little side note. This was incredible. And the amount of pressure that she felt, being like, this is what I do, so I have to, like, show them. Yeah. I can't mess this one up. And she didn't. This was stellar.
I loved it. I love the sleeve. Stellar. I love the sleeve.
And she looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Jasmine Kennedy. Now, this is what I want to say.
Yikes.
You can sew. There's no denying that. But did you need to do all of this?
But did you need to sew?
It's a little too much, but also... Okay, let's try to play DA. Red, white, and blue is shitty. Those are disgusting colors together.
I mean, we did get the season 12 promo. It was a lot. It was gross, but there were some really epic looks in that. Jada Essence Hall.
Gigi Good, yeah.
Sorry. That's my patriotism this time.
I don't know why we needed... It was almost like... I didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're a very nice person. She
is a really nice person, and she is a great addition to this cast. However, I think her style in general...
It's a style.
It's a style. It's style. It's a style.
It's a question of style and taste.
She has style. She has flair. But is she there? I think
she's there, and I think she's got a lot of flair. But I think you have to know when to take some of the flair at it.
Maybe she has COVID. That's why she doesn't have taste. Alexis, not in the middle of a pandemic. That was rude.
That was unpatriotic. And then Gorgeous Georges. This was not my favorite, but I think the other two she wore made up for it. Yeah. And I love when they were like, in the workroom, they were like, are you Puerto Rican? Are you going to do Puerto Rican? She's like, no, I'm not Puerto Rican.
Yeah, and then Deja goes,
you can represent
someone else's culture. That made me laugh.
Lady Camden. Now, I think Lady Camden's was what Jasmine Kennedy's wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because this is a mess, but it works. It's a controlled mess.
Did she paint that? Did she paint those stars on? Because I love a gradient effect, okay, as you've seen in our background. I thought this was really well done.
I thought if I have to do red, white, and blue, do it this way. And then Maddie Morphosis. No, I don't like this.
It's the flare. We need the flare.
It is really well. I will say this.
It is well made.
It's well made.
Her facial expressions.
Yeah, doing the act on the thing.
And her facial expressions, her makeup works really well for her face, I will say.
I gotta say
it's adorable.
I like her face.
I do too.
She's got a beautiful, like, round face, and she can do so much with it makeup-wise.
I wish she would do more fashion-wise. And I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there. But okay, can I say this? Not to sound like myself, but this read to me as something you would see in Arkansas. Like, this is understandable. Like, I think she needs the world experience. Is that?
Yeah, I think she'll get that.
I think, and I think
she was getting married in Arkansas, so probably her cousin, right? No. And that's it. We've done it.
Can't believe we made it through 2 balls.
2 balls, 3 rounds. Good.
Forever.
Rue is high. Let's talk about it.
She said coffee enema, LOL.
But then it got to the point where she kept saying it. The way she kept saying it and the way Michelle kept saying it was, oh, Rue's on drugs. We all have to cover for her.
Okay, can I say this?
That's what I was getting.
I don't think she's on drugs. I think it's hilarious to say that.
Do drugs if you want. But I don't care.
We can't legally say that. I don't necessarily think that. But the reason I say that is because I drink a pot of coffee every morning because I really want my teeth gone. I'm trying to, like, help them on their way out. I will sometimes reread texts or tweets that I send in the morning. And I'm like, who is that person?
That's your anxiety.
Oh.
Can you take everything I've said about her out of this?
No.
The tops are Willow, Angeria, and Georges. The bottom 2, unfortunately, are June and Maddie. Willow wins. Ah!
So exciting.
So excited and well-deserved. It was so exciting to get to see her win. It was a tight race.
Willow and Angeria, I thought, were very neck and neck, and I was so excited to see Willow win.
Yeah, Team Willow.
Love you, Willow.
Over here. Our bottoms are June Jambalaya and Maddie Morphosis, and that is sad.
Save for
but
Orion.
We got a quick save for Orion, and that was great. I'm very thankful. I'm thankful
that Daya and Orion
get to show more.
And they got hit. Their ego took a little bump being sent home first. So to have them back, your cocaine joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of taking bumps, RuPaul. No, don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that in. You keep telling me to, so stop saying it. So I was glad that they got to come back so strong.
June and Maddie are lip-syncing to a Kylie Minogue song. Kylie Minogue. And June is ready to give. And to her credit, she absolutely does. However, she loses
everything.
Her shoes. She had a wig reveal. That's fun. But her dress comes down.
Her tits are popping in and out.
Which
I do
so
often. So I get it.
It's new. It's
new queen.
It's new queen behavior, but it's also in the last couple of seasons, Rue's. You're signing your death warrant if your shoes come off and if your things are not properly where they are. So she does give the win to Maddie, who Maddie did a great job. She felt the words.
Great's a strong term for that. I don't think in general this lip sync was great.
No.
I don't.
Oh, no.
But
I'm being nice because she's straight.
But I agree that the nail in the coffin for June was all of the shit falling off. That's just... And at least Maddie kept that goddamn Arkansas wedding dress on.
But we do get this. Now we get the chocolate. We get this iconic meme-worthy moment that's already taken off.
It took in.
She takes the chocolate. June Jambalaya takes the chocolate out.
She goes, "What is it?" And then she goes,
"It's chocolate."
And then a sound effect. That was brilliant.
It was really
worth
brilliant.
It. That was worth
this whole thing.
The whole thing.
So do we think
that she really went home? Yes.
No.
I do. I'm sorry.
Do we think they're actually keeping honor system to which one the gold chocolate bar's in?
I don't know. I don't think from a producer standpoint it makes sense to have done that. Because can you imagine if June, we just brought back the first 2 people who got eliminated, the first person to actually get eliminated, saved herself. I don't think that would go over well. There are shenanigans involved. And I appreciate it. I'm not calling shit like I hate it. I'm glad it's not boring. Because had June been saved by the candy bar, I would have been like, are you fucking kidding? Is anyone ever going home?
Drag king name, Colin Shit. Where he just like calls shit out.
Goodbye, June. It was so fun to get to know you. I'm glad we got a couple episodes, and you're gorgeous, and you're going places, and we love you.
We're not done seeing you.
No, you're gonna jambalaya all over the place. Ew, can you imagine? Do you think at meet and greets people just bring her jambalaya?
Oh, I certainly hope so.
Hot bowls of jambalaya.
I was just thinking about that yesterday, of how Katya went through that moment where she liked that movie Contact. I wonder how many versions of that movie and book she has.
Filled with jambalaya.
Think about, remember old VHS, the Disney cases, the thick ones?
Love.
Imagine getting one of those. Wait, I have a bunch.
But like good ones, like good quality.
Mine are all amazing quality.
Where were they kept?
They're on my bookshelf.
They're in your room? They're not worth shit. I'm sorry.
No, I just clean my room. Okay. But they've always been kept out of harm's way.
It's in your bedroom. If you enjoyed this, go ahead
if you would like to see
hit
extra
that subscribe
features,
button
exclusive,
so that you
never
can make sure that
footage,
you don't
join
miss
us on
an episode,
Patreon,
because we are here on occasion.
IMHOtheSHOW.
You can also hit that bell notification.
And if you'd like
just to
a
make
video
sure that you
from
get
us together, go to IMHOtheSHOW.com, order a Cameo.
Or you can go to Cameo if you'd like just a message just from one of us individually. Chan included, you can go to Cameo for that.
And if you'd like to see Darby in real life, this upcoming Saturday, she'll be at Macy's for the Schitt's Creek brunch, but it's sold out, so you can't.
Yeah, we just did the Walnut Room at Macy's Flip Phone Events. We did it this past weekend. It was
hosted
stellar.
By Lucy Stool,
so fun. So fun. Tenderoni, of course.
And Tenderoni, of course. And if you'd like to see me...
Anyway, but I'll be back. It is sold out, but if you just kind of wander around Macy's, you'll see me.
Go shopping. Yeah. And if you'd like to see me next Tuesday at Carol's Pub, I'll be doing bingo.
It's definitely not sold out.
It has been very well attended,
no, it is.
except for that first one in January.
Yeah. Well,
and then on Thursday, I'll be at Jarvis Square Tavern in Rogers Park. So if you don't want to come to Uptown for bingo, go to Jarvis Square in Rogers Park. I'll be there, 7:30 both days.
Jarvis
Square Tavern.
No,
Jarvis.
but that's a stop on the Brown line.
Yeah,
right?
it's just steps from the Red Line.
Jarvis Red Line.
Jarvis, it's before the last one. It's so fun though. It's lesbians. It's lesbian owned and a lot of lesbian attend.
I love that.
They're
respectful.
So here's what it is. We'll go drag stands like Paula and Lincoln and the Chicago Drag Love on Instagram. Right. We'll go lesbians. We'll go straight people, and then gay men.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, well, that's so tracks.
Mm. Okay,
that's audience etiquette.
This is
audience etiquette.
And this is coming from a self-identifying gay man and an NB. So it's not, there's no shit. We're not shitting on gay, well, we are shitting on gay men, but like from our own shitter. Like we were using that bathroom right before you. Not the best crowd.
Well, I think it helps if there's tables and chairs for people to sit down. They're generally more attentive that way. In like clubs with pop-up performances where...
But even online, it's not just gay men, it's always men.
Usually white men.
I have a thought about this about you, and I'm going to tell you. I have advice for you, and I know nothing.
Going back
Going
back to pictures on YouTube comments. Trolls should have to post pictures of themselves when they're giving out.
Oh, you have an avatar with your skin.
But it should have to be your face.
Your face.
Especially for internet trolls.
Yeah, I do wonder if... Okay, we sound very old. I do wonder what that would be like if the... Hey, God. COVID. I spread it out like this, so it definitely sprayed that way. I'm sorry. That was not science. Listen, I'm definitely saying this as someone who did not grow up with social media. Absolutely has changed us in a way that I think is just so interesting to watch and to listen to podcasts about. And I just think in general... Just like, dudes, shut up.
I'd like to say not all dudes, but
most.
Truly is all dudes.
It's the masculine energy for me. Femme dudes, say everything you want, because it's all going to be purses and bottoming. But everybody else,
Don't be an asshole.
Talk about sports. Don't, like, give us notes on our makeup, Paul.
Well, no. If you do, show us your makeup.
Well, I think that's a slippery slope.
Yeah, it would be slippery because they don't know how to powder.
Okay, if you want to give us notes on makeup, don't show us you in makeup or how you've done makeup. Show us money. Give us money. Yeah. If you have a critique,
IMHOtheSHOw on Venmo.
If you have a critique, send us money first.
If you send me $50,000, I'll stop drag altogether.
Honestly, GoFundMe starting right now.
At Alexis Bevels on Venmo. If you send me $50,000, I will stop drag altogether, and you will never see me again.
Okay, okay, it's starting at $25,000 because I've already put $25,000.
Yeah, she's gonna match.
I am gonna match it, but
you would die without me.
My hair would die.
Do you want another podcast recommendation?
No, I'm podcast queen.
Podcast recommendation.
I love how
you can't put that.
I have to put the video up.
You can't put the video up.
I have to.
Patron only.
We'll see. Okay. Bye.
It's not a good angle.